I'm not sure what's up with that. I had to restart the stream, so it's going to be a multi-parter, even though I'm pretty sure it has had a cutscene here that I'm going to step out anyways. So that's kind of annoying. But anyways, we were here.
Orbital lobotomy?
Please let her
It's
go.
a simple matter. All I need to do is insert this pig into your eye.
Please, I don't know
A
anything.
few taps with me hammer.
I don't know anything.
To show by example.
Please, please don't. I don't know anything. I don't know. Please.
Shh, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, it's okay.
I can't tell him what I don't know. Where are we?
You saw all the doors. And what's behind all the doors.
The ace in the hole. It's here.
Yes.
But I don't remember this place.
You've never been here.
Then how would
The memories you lost, they weren't just of the past. You saw behind all the doors.
even the ones into the future? This is where I'm going.
If you want.
I don't like it here.
It's a bad place.
He's never gonna let me go, is he? Even if I bring him the ace. Then why am I here? How if I was so smart? If I saw so much, why just send myself to the slaughter?
For Sally.
No, one day he will just rip her open and tear out her atom. All of this for nothing. Why did I do it? Why?
You have to decide.
Decide what?
To take a leap of faith. I can't tell you what you were thinking because you don't remember. But you chose to come. There. In that room.
The ace. I don't know what to do, Booker. Booker? Booker! No, please. Please just don't leave me here! Booker! Suchong's clinic. It's at Suchong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now. Ryan's got every turret in the place tuned to me and me men's genetic code. We'd be torn to shreds before we got 10 feet.
That's right. Which is why I'm gonna do it for you. You okay with that?
Get me the ace, I'll wrap the brat in a silk ribbon. Bag her and bring her to my bathysphere. One of the lads will show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you where you come out. Shake a leg now. The Lord hates a laggard.
Wow, this whole DLC is like 3 times longer than the first DLC. The first DLC was more like an extension of the base game.
Suchong, what the hell were you thinking? Drinkable plasmids? We're burning through 10 times the amount of atom compared to the injectables. And if you fail to notice, them sea slugs ain't exactly growing on trees. Switch back to the injectables and let the eggheads in marketing worry about selling it to the chumps.
too.
Mr. Monster's mean. Scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone.
Scary.
Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't... I don't know how to help you. I don't. No, he's just hurt. He just needs somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's some... I don't know. Is there some documentation for him around here or something? Right. Look who I'm asking. Encoded. Big Daddy will not imprint. If not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse. Unacceptable. If stupid beasts had half brain, they would realize they need little sister to live. Sisters secrete only kind of atom that is genetic match for them. No little sister, no Big Daddy.
Scary, 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 scary.
I've got to do something.
Big monster's sick. Big monster's
It's okay.
sick.
It's okay. Please. I don't know how to help him. He needs Adam. I don't have any of that. I don't know what to
Monster's
do.
going to die. Not fair. We can help. Help.
Wait, what?
Is that your puppy? She's very pretty.
Suchong, of all the things I know this. It is in your power to be a different man. What can Ryan take from us that we have not already sacrificed at the altar of discovery? They are children, little sisters, and yes, they will forget. But you and I won't. The memories of what we have done fade only with the dimming of all lights. Tenenbaum.
Is that your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Suchong.
Break her neck for me.
What?
Break that sweet puppy's neck.
No, please.
Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly?
No. No.
Clinical trial. Protector system. Plasma device 255. Dr. Suchong. Client Ryan Industries. Very frustrating day. I can't seem to get the damn big daddies to imprint on the little brats. The protection bondage is just not forming. Get away. Maybe if I modify the genetic sequence to allow for... Get away, you filthy little shit! What are you doing? Get back! Get it back!
There's the ace. This is it. This is the ace in the hole. All the pain and all of the death for this.
Hey, sister. Over here. Do you have it?
I have it.
Give it over then. I'm keen to get this brat off me hands.
You know what? Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas. You are. We both know what happens next. Just get it over with.
Well, love, if you insist. What is this? It's just a bunch of gibberish. What does this say, you little whore? Hey, hey, hey! What does this say?
It says... Would you kindly...
We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get that genetic freak of nature on an airplane, and Rapture's ours. Yeah!
One life is to save the world entire. It is you who are the savior.
can see all the doors. And what's behind all the doors. And behind one of them, incredibly, I see him.
Dans ses bras, elle me parle tout bas. Je vois la vie en rosa. Il m'a dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours. Et ça me fait quelque chose.
Well, other than losing that tiny bit, you know, they interestingly tied it together with the first game. And there always was kind of a bit of like, oh, second game isn't like as canonical or continuous. I might have to go back and replay the first game. I never originally beat it because it ended up getting a save file corruption about midway through because it still used like games for Windows for Live and everything, and so then like that somehow got disconnected and the save file got corrupted. So I never actually finished. I was like 2/3 of the way through the game, so pretty far through it. Might have to do that. I might actually have to try to finish the second one. I only played like 10 minutes of the second one, just because like there is talk about a fourth one trying to get made and everything. But I'll probably go ahead and do Borderlands 3, at least base game. I won't do the DLC for that one. A little too taxing to do the DLC. That means I have to actually like, you know, get it, pay for it, and all that nonsense. Yeah, they put a lot more into this one lengthwise. They probably could have made that first deal, that part episode 1, a little bit longer. You can able to tell they were trying to stretch out this section, because you get that last, you know, plasmid vigor, or what do you want to call it, like really kind of late into the DLC, and that one would have been more useful at first. But once you get the Peeping Tom upgrades, so you don't really need to do the rest, because it basically just becomes Batman Vision at that point. You just get Batman Vision, and I'm guessing it's supposed to be the cast rolling up there. But interesting how they got back all the you know, voice actors for the roles and stuff, and just for the extra little parts, you know, nice little touches. But this was basically Irrational Games' last like project they would do before like basically disbanding, and then the remnants being strung up in a different company, and then like I think 2K probably owns the rights to the franchise, and they can have anybody do it, even if they have like the original group come back. It's kind of a bygone era to actually have like single player games that actually wrap together a full complete story. It's pretty darn rare to get a single player game these days, particularly one that doesn't mash with a bunch of DLCs or have a bunch of other stuff into it. It's like, you know, it's hard to make those products these days. So maybe next time, because I'm trying to think of if there's any other games I would rather get to before Borderlands, because it's like you do Borderlands, you do the story once, and like, alright, maybe if it's, well, maybe if us playing by yourself is fun enough, maybe do True, and then I don't know what they did in Borderlands 3. Like, I didn't really pay attention to like the gameplay loops. I don't know if I know it goes to like true, then you have like the equivalent of ultimate because the ultimate's like tiered or whatever. It's really weird. I think that will be in and of itself kind of interesting, but the story was pretty darn good all around for Bioshock Infinite. I really think the first DLC should have been mixed in with the actual base game. Like the base game by itself, it kind of ends a little disappointing. You don't really get a reason for like why Elizabeth does the thing at the end with like Duncan in the water, then like going after all the other instances. It's like, oh no, she's hurt, and now what else do you do? Because like it really makes the character feel less like a character, more like an NPC. It's like, oh, you got the story done, that's it. But this actually, the DLC is kind of tied together better, particularly the part 2 here in this episode. This one's way more put together and really ties the story together. Really like gives Elizabeth actual character development where like the base game really doesn't, and then the first DLC or the other main part there, that first episode, doesn't really give much at all. It's just like it's like a little quick extension that like tries to set up for something different. I guess they were originally thinking, oh, each DLC will pay for itself in the next one, and then that's how you make your profit and stuff. But yeah, they can tell that the length of the first one was just too short, and I think there was stuff at the time when this thing was being made that they were going to struggle with making the other DLCs because of like money, and then basically going out of business at that point. Because I don't think it was but like a year later that Irrational was pulled. They basically became an indie company, and are a smaller group now. I don't remember what their replacement company is, or like what the guys who ended up making it, they ended up doing another company, and Irrational technically shut down because they were going to make another thing. But other than that, yeah, that is kind of how this thing worked out. I probably won't play Flash in the Clouds. I think it'll just be kind of frustrating. Do it. Doesn't like, play for the story. If I wanted to play for the gameplay, I'll just go straight back to Borderlands at that point. Trying to think what else. I don't know what else would come after Borderlands. I don't really want to jump into it because it might just like hook gameplay wise. It might just be a long time before I get to run to another game. I don't want to be like a dedicated Borderlands streamer, but that's just how it is. Interesting how I'm going from one 2K product to another, even though it's actually Gearbox, and Gearbox is owned by Coke Media. I think they also own 2K. I could be wrong about that. A lot of hands. No, 2K is owned by Take-Two. And then Gearbox is owned by Coke Media. I'm most surprised Take-Two didn't pick up Gearbox years ago, like straight up buy them up. So, but I guess like it's kind of like the handshake thing with the publishing, because Gearbox has a dedicated publishing wing. And how Coke Media managed to snipe them up before Take-Two did is kind of bizarre. Particularly with like, how deep of a relationship they have. But now like really Borderlands, it only think it kind of like ended up having 2K's involvement because maybe some like licensing things or whatever. I don't know, maybe they had a better marketing budget over there at 2K. Other than that, I think, Bioshock, is good. That we make it a fourth one day. Hopefully they actually get, a different, framing. It would be kind of cool to see it kind of connected, but to some extent, like, you could jump right into doing the first game right after playing Infinite, because they're not really that connected. They're loosely connected, and they're just like, they really kind of strung it together by like, oh, you go the activation code, and that's the thing. But then like the other questions never really get answered, but it's kind of whatever. You only can answer one thing at a time. If it takes you like a whole, 2 DLCs to answer like, why is the first game work? Why does he, where does he come from? No, yeah, that's not getting answered. Other than that, I guess it's kind of annoying that the whole stream thing like stopped working all of a sudden. I'll have to do some funky magic. I wonder if that web link actually still works, because I don't think it does. Well, yeah, hopefully get back into doing more Bioshock one day. Till next time.